You're living a life that's based upon the outdated version of yourself, and you got to take accountability for that. Like, it's story time. I'll give you two story times that happened today. One, I'm dealing with a potential client, and we're breaking down his business and how we can help restructure certain things within it. And I'm asking specific questions about things you should know if you've been in an industry for a long period of time. Here's the issue. He didn't know the fucking answers. But why didn't he know the answers? Because he never built the systems within the structure. So as you then continue to grow as a business, you then get more revenue, you get more of the abundance, you get more of the feminine energy that I talk about all the time. And then all of that exposes the structural integrity of your business along with the man who runs the business. And then you hit another guy who's very structured and disciplined the way he operates, and he will expose your leaks to you. And you can't hold the money that you continue to look for because you don't have the fucking discipline. Because you've built a system that operated on the weaker versions of yourself. So it's not even that you don't know what you want. You know exactly what you want, but you don't want to take the steps to take on the identity to actually get what you want. Getting what you want is not just about, looking into the sky and saying, this is what I want today. Dear God, please show me the way so I can get to where I want to go. No, you have to do a deep dive and dissect yourself. You're operating from a weak frame. You're operating from a weak mentality. You're operating from all of these weaker versions of yourself, but you're continuing on the path of your highest self, and it's exposing you. And every time you hit some sort of turbulence in your life, you think, maybe I should retreat into my comforts, and that's why you never get to the next fucking level. And you continue to go through these psychological loops, and you continue to see the cycles in your life continue to repeat themselves over and over and over, because when you get to the point of breaking your cycle, you retreat back into comfort to the weaker version of yourself. And that gives you no fucking benefit to move forward. No fuel, no money, no women, no opportunities, no nothing. And if at the slight chance the universe graces you with the opportunity because you focus so hard, right, on a specific category of life, that you're finally going to get a little breakthrough within that sector, but you never worked on the rest of your life to make sure that you can keep up with the capacity at which you have to when you get to that new level. And that's why you continue to get fat. This is why you continue to have to showcase money, because yes, you've basically broken through the cap or the ceiling of finances because you've mastered one level of skill. Whether you're in tech, whether you're in real estate, whether you're in banking, whether you're in anything, right? When you focus on something very, very hard, you're going to get a return, right? So your skill set of making money has given you all of the access that you're looking for, but you cannot fucking take on the actual responsibility of having a new identity because you don't work on the other parts of your life to accompany that part or that level of success in the monetary realm. So you use money because you know that everybody else around you hasn't broken through that ceiling yet. So you can buy women, you can buy sections at the club, you can have expensive dinners, but when people go to sleep, whether it be your wife, your children, your employees clock out, when the spotlight is only on you, you realize that the person who you are is not who you want to be, because you did not take the time to actually designate all of the other areas to make sure that they were up to speed, up to standard. And then you wonder why you collapse. Story time number 2. A part of today's fucking lesson was also then getting off of that meeting and overhearing one of the people at my gym get sold on personal training. You're getting sold on a motivational standpoint, right? The trainer was discussing with him how it's going to be fun to lose weight. It's going to be fun to take on your new challenges. It's going to be fun to kind of put in the work. And you won't have to worry about hardship or dealing with yourself. You're just going to come in and you're really going to enjoy yourself. And first of all, it was a woman to a guy. The guy was the fucking client. The woman was the trainer. And I almost lost my fucking brain. Why? Because the life that you are looking for requires demolition to the weaker version of yourself, not some fucking idea that life is going to be happy and hunky-dory for you when you go set out for what the fuck you want. You're going to have to confront a weaker version of yourself, and it's going to have to be violent, not fucking friendly. You and your old version of yourself must separate. You have to choose. Life is binary. Do you want to be black or do you want to be white? What side do you want? Do you want the weaker side or do you want the stronger side? Pick a fucking version of yourself and make sure that every part of your life continues to pick the stronger version or the higher version or who you actually want to be. Stop thinking that just because you've mastered money, or you've mastered a skill, or you've mastered the ability to take on life in a specific way, that it's going to translate into all realms of your life. Fitness is hard. Making money to you may be not so hard, but it might be hard to then translate that money into something else to make you more money, right? Taking on friend groups is hard. Looking yourself and making sure that the image that you portray matches the money and the physique is hard. I understand, but guess what makes it even that much harder? When you don't take on the responsibility of all the other categories of your life and having them have the capacity to take on the level of success in these rooms that you're stepping into. You are fucking invisible, and it's for a reason. You think life is going to be fun when you want to get into your higher realm. You think life is going to be nice and sweet to you when it's time to step up to the plate. When you take on responsibility, it's going to be very fucking difficult. And when that difficulty comes, do you fucking retreat, or do you take it on and walk forward even when it's uncomfortable? That's what's required. That's what's required. It's not this fun, oh, this is going to be nice, oh, I'm going to enjoy myself. You're not going to fucking enjoy yourself. It actually takes the time to be diligent in what you're doing and actually confront parts of yourself that you've probably been hiding under the fucking rug for years. And no wonder why your life is a fucking mess when all the lights go off and the money stops to, when the money can't save you. You can't buy connections. You can't buy women. You can't have all these things and then think you can run from yourself when all of the women and the money and all of that stuff sits in the corner when the lights are turned off. At the end of the day, you have to look yourself in the mirror and actually like the person you are becoming so that you can actually enjoy your life. That's why a lot of successful men jump onto drugs. That's why you run to sex, because it's very readily available to you because the money's there. Money, yes, can help you in many ways, but it cannot save you from yourself at all. You can surround yourself with all the cars, the women, and all of the access, but you will never be able to look yourself in the mirror and walk into rooms with full presence even without the money. Right? You need money to survive. Men who actually have the presence and have the understanding don't need it, right? And when they get into the rooms, that once they built themselves on all fronts, when they get into the room, you will become invisible and they will become the spotlight. So if you are still fucking suffering, it's on you to understand you've been hiding from yourself. Choose the right identity and make sure all parts of your life are firing at that identity's level. Consider yourself one.